Hey guys, I'm excited about this one. My son and I took a day trip to the Volo Car Museum. They got movie cars, they've got, we're gonna call it Hudson Goes Hollywood this episode. We're pretty excited. We've been here before, but it's a sunny late winter day, and we just thought, hey, what the heck, let's go, let's do this. So I want to share with you guys, I'm excited about it, and let's go. Oh, and Volo, thank you very much. So we're looking at, from the original 60s Batman series, this was Batgirl's bike. This is right when you walk in the door at Volo. And then next to it is a version of the 89 movie Batmobile. They have other Batmobiles, we'll see some more, but I mean, you don't even get in the door and this is the kind of stuff you see. It's pretty cool. Yeah, so again, right when you walk through the door, some crazy bicycle style mopeds, whatever. The first one I see is a Whizzer, and I don't think I've ever seen one that's a tandem. Bicycle built for two Whizzer. One of 22 built, 47 Whizzer tandem. This is like the kind of Whizzer that I'm used to seeing at like car shows and stuff. Very, very, very cool. The Schwinn Power Bike. This is for like the little Rich Waldo kid that had everything when he was a kid. I certainly couldn't afford anything like that when I was a kid. Pretty cool. And then got a Vespa scooter, and he's got a little picture of some guys taking it really seriously. And then one of the classic Cushman scooters, and so that's like the bare bones one. This is the style I always thought looked like a little mini Harley Davidson. And then above it, look at this Art Deco little piece of goodness. Anyway, let's see what else we can see. So we're gonna say stuff like this more than once, but Volo isn't just for dad or uncle or whatever. It's a whole family. They got a neat little diner here. You can take your time walking around, take a little break. Oh my God, cupcakes, I gotta keep walking. Very cool, little gift shop. Back to the Future, that's a hint of something to come. Volo Village Theater, they got a little theater here. Little car programming playing. A little painting of the Joker in there. Pretty cool. We watched something on Model Ts. We were here years ago. Lots of goodness on outboard motors. There's a Goodyear, a 47 Mercury, a 25 Johnson. Yeah, I don't even know how you'd say that one, but a 48 Johnson. Look at that little guy. Oh my God. If you had this when you were a kid, I'm kind of mad at you. Little Mighty Mite motor and off you go. Wow. Chris Craft, 1950. There are people that just collect these things and love these things. Very cool. So we're in the Hudson Garage Goes Hollywood, and we're in the movie room at Volo. Thank you, Volo. We have a sign by George Barris. It's from the Terminator movies, Rise of the Machine, and it's a hearse that they switched and shot up for the movie, and it says it was Hero Double, so it was actually used in the movie. And they got the movie going in the back with the scenes of the car in it. Pretty cool. You know you're having a bad day when even your coffin gets shot up. So there was a crazy cool movie, I think it was 79, Mad Max, and it was about a dystopian future in Australia, and it was where a lot of people first saw Mel Gibson. But kind of the star of the show for us car guys was the Interceptor, the last of the V8s, and they've got a really cool recreation here. Just kind of a crazy, they've got scenes from the movie playing, that's really cool. And it's a right-hand drive. Yeah, these things are coveted around the world. I'm talking about the stock, you know, Falcons. They're really sought after. Um, and they did a little reminder of what Mel Gibson looked like in the movie. Mad Max. Very cool. And then, of course, Eleanor from the Gone in 60 Seconds movies with Nicolas Cage. These cars found a rabid following. Lots of people recreated them. And all it was an exaggerated spin on what an original Shelby fastback was. But yeah, I dig them. They're very cool. And then if you like the sci-fi stuff, this is a nod to the Transformers. I'm waiting for it to unfold here in a minute, John. So when I was a kid, and they've done a movie about it way more recently than this, but there's a little send up to the Speed Racer car. I'm more akin to Pops Racer now than I am to Speed Racer. It looks like they might have taken a Corvette and rebodied the front and back of it. Pretty cool. Got a little buddy here, R2-D2. Then you got a land speeder. What do you think, Yoda? Hey, I remember you from school. Yeah, it's I don't know about those little guys. And if you guys are Fast and Furious aficionados, you'll appreciate the next handful of cars. Some subtle modifications done. They talked about how it's the ICE Charger from F8, the fate of Fast and Furious. And here it sits. There's quite a few of the Fast and Furious cars here. This is from Fast 5. I think this is from the original when it pulled a wheelie on the street. 69 Charger. Subtle engine modifications. This series of movies really hit home with people, and one thing I like about it is that there was the birth of a whole new generation of car people with this movie, with this series of movies, and whether you like them or love them or hate them or whatever, I love that. I love that I got some young people involved in the car thing. So thumbs up. One of the funnest, coolest movies of all time, The Blues Brothers, is well represented here with the Bluesmobile. A lot of fun. A lot of fun. Looks like it's geared up. They got the scenes from the movie again. That's a nice touch, Volo. Props on that. They got the hats on the dashboard. They got the sunglasses. They're ready. I dig it. They're going to pay their taxes. Again, looks like George Barris came through at one point and signed a lot of these cars for them. That's really cool. And then they got an image of the old Beverly Hillbillies, kind of what the old Hillbillies movie car was. This one's a 1921 Oldsmobile Jalopy. I dig it. It's almost paid for. They got 3 payments left. They got the larger scale trio of Pep Boys here in fiberglass. They kind of keep an eye on the joint, make sure nobody shoplifts the product and stuff, but really cool. So we got the, I'm not sure which one this is from. It might be the original, yeah. The OG? The original OG Ghostbusters car. Got tanks for the ectoplasm in case things get out of hand. I always dug this. A 59 Cadillac anything is just cool, but it's a great thing to do with an old ambulance. Like it a lot.
How are they allowed to use your picture?
Hey, I've been called a Slimer, but not recently.
So I'm taking over for this one. This is one of my favorite movie cars of all time. I could go for hours talking about this. This is one of my favorite things ever. If you're not familiar with it, this was in the second Back to the Future movie. They got Marty's helmet in there. They've got the hoverboard. Sadly, I didn't bring any banana peels to put in Mr. Fusion to get it going, but if you look inside, you can see the flux capacitor fluxing. The sports almanac, what a fantastic exhibit. We just want to say thanks again to Volo for allowing us to do this and showing us these amazing exhibits, because this, I remember being a kid seeing this for the first time, and it was one of the best days of my life. Awesome, awesome, awesome car.
The family truckster. Let's go on vacation. Look at that. Vacation sounds kind of good. Wasn't it Grandma was strapped to the hood on that? And he got pulled over because of the dog incident? Yeah. Pretty wildly customized Ford LTD wagon. So from the movie Grease, Gold Grease Lightning. So when you were a kid, one of the funnest, coolest shows on TV way back for me was the Munsters. And there's a few of these replica coaches out there, but it gives you the idea. It's pretty neat. Here's Herman Munster and Grandpa. Grandpa was always getting him into trouble. But one of the coolest things on the show was they built Dragula, the coffin drag car, for an episode. And there's a pretty cool representation of Dragula here. Crazy cross ram motor. Very nice. Signed by Plate Eddie. Very cool. So the older I get, the more I like the Virgil Exner Chrysler era of Chryslers with the fins and everything. And there's a car that should make me not like those cars, and that's the movie version of Christine, about the haunted Chrysler. And Christine just woke up here in front of me. But it's a Plymouth Belvedere 2-door. So yeah, in the movie the car is possessed, animated, what have you, and goes on a tear. But they're just really sleek cars. Some guy named Elvis owned this station wagon. I don't know, some kind of singer guy or something named Elvis. TCB. 74 custom built Cadillac, Elvis Presley. Again, we're gonna run through some cool stuff here. So I used to watch Miami Vice, and they used what was purported to be a Daytona Spider Ferrari, and it's one of two replica Daytonas built. Really nice lines on these cars. And then, look at this, Animal House. Supposedly, I don't know if they're saying it's the Corvette, but it's it would be a good reference to the Corvette that was used in Animal House. There's a picture of the scene with the Corvette. And then, so yeah, this is my era of Batmobile. And if you look at one of our old videos from Cruise Night in LaPorte, there's actually a gentleman in my area that did a faithful recreation of this. And we actually followed him through my town, which was really neat. We were like right behind him when we went through my town that night. But he's got the, yeah, well, he was friendly. What can I say? It's got the red bat phone. Yeah, this was the era that I'm used to. So we're in the Crime and Punishment edition exhibit here, and they've got an example of what John Dillinger might have driven. So there was a romantic thing with criminals in the 30s after the Depression, and They were well-known. The media made some well-known gangsters out of Bonnie and Clyde, Dillinger, Babyface Nelson. And at one point, Bonnie and Clyde met their fate in something similar to this. And they got ambushed. Somebody tipped off the police where they'd be, and they got riddled with bullets. And that was the end of Bonnie and Clyde. And Dillinger famously, in front of a theater in Chicago, went to meet the lady in the red dress, and he met the same fate. He got drilled. But quite a time. And this guy's in the hot box. So that's the gas chamber, it looks like. Yeah, I can relate, sir. My wife cooks cabbage once in a while. Okay, we're busy and we rarely get to go to the movies. But one of the last ones we actually went to on the big screen. What was that, Johnny?
IMAX.
The IMAX. And we saw Ford versus Ferrari. And you don't even have to be a car person. What a heartwarming story. The movie is so well done. This is a representation of the family Woody that they used in the movie. Wow. What a crazy story. It tells a story, the movie tells a story of Ken Miles and Carroll Shelby getting together to go back and win Le Mans for the first time ever as an American team. And it is such a heartwarming, great story. It's a representation of the car that Ken Miles would have driven in the movie. Then the rival would have been the Ferrari. They were ungodly fast.
3 seconds faster than Gary.
Yeah, if you even if you're not a car person, I wholeheartedly recommend the movie. You gotta watch Ford versus Ferrari. Very neat story. They're saying this is the actual screen-used hero car from the movie. Yeah, Volo. Listen, Volo is a great family day trip. Take your family, have a ball. 1963 Volkswagen from the Herbie the Love Bug movie. It looks like the one from the 80s or 90s. See, the bumper folds down. Basically about a car that had like a life of its own. Everybody knows about Herbie the Love Bug. And then you got Lightning McQueen from the Cars series, which is dear to my heart, being a Hudson guy. And then you got representation of Tow Mater. You hurt your what? So I told you how familiar I was with the original Batmobile, but I actually saw the Dark Knight Batmobile in action. They filmed the Lower Wacker stuff close by where I work, and I actually got to see a little bit of this roaring down Lower Wacker. What's up, Joker? And then this guy. Every kid I knew built a model of this car. The Red Baron. The Flintstones mobile, you could get around through the courtesy of Fred's 2 feet. Yeah, so there was a time in America where, you know, the Golden Road, Route 66, the highway interstate system was getting rocking and rolling, and buses and RVs and campers started to become a thing, and Spartan was kind of like a high-end, top-end model. In 1949, they did this model here, and it said a wealthy Texas tycoon special ordered this thing. And they've got it nice enough where you could actually walk through this thing. So let's take a little walk. It looks mostly original. Wow. Look at the TV. I wonder if it's cable ready.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's the Wi-Fi?
I don't know, but if we go, you're getting a top bunk because I'd kill you.
Oh man.
Hey, that strap isn't gonna. Yeah, that wouldn't be good. The roller skates might come in handy. All kidding aside, this thing is pretty neat for 1949. Thank you, Volo, for having us. That's pretty cool. This is a true life modern day version of my son's room.
No black lights allowed.
Oh. Guys, I hope you enjoyed that. Hudson Garage had a blast as usual. We've been here before. It's been a long time, and a lot of things have changed in a good way. Different stuff, different exhibits. Volo Museum is a great family day trip. Don't sleep on it. It's not hard to get to. It's a fun experience. I see a lot of little kids here having just the time of their life. It's not just for Dad to look at muscle cars or whatever, but Dad, you'll enjoy it too. This is the back of the campus over here. We're going to be signing off now, but Volo, heartfelt thank you from the channel.